Hey, welcome back to the Greater You. Good to see you today. We are starting our PERMA Plus series that we've been talking about on social media. This is this great concept that's got some good research behind it. Started with people like Dr. Martin Seligman in the realm of positive psychology. This is an awesome model to conceptualize your well-being and to work towards improving your own well-being and happiness generally. So today we're going to talk about the P. What the P stands for in the PERMA acronym is positive emotion. This one can be elusive. It's worth discussing this a little bit with you guys today. Positive emotion can come and go. Emotions generally can be kind of elusive, right? It does seem that negative emotions stand out like a sore thumb. We all know when we're angry, sad, frustrated. But the positive emotions work a little bit more like, sunshine on your face, right? It's like it's there, but is it as sharp as the negative emotions? Sometimes not, right? Sure, there are moments of absolute joy and elation. You get the job you've been looking for, or, get the date with the gal you've been wanting to get a date with, whatever it is. There's going to be moments where you feel, really strong feelings that are positive. Uh, but generally speaking, positive emotions are more like a state of being versus negative emotions that feel much more sharp or jagged in the experience. So the trick here is to find ways to invite positive emotion into our lives, and that's the challenge with this positive emotion concept. It's we mentioned in our media post today that trying to force positive emotions isn't really going to work. It's kind of like trying to grab water out of a bucket. This isn't going to happen when using your bare hands, right? You need to ladle it out somehow. So it's not something that can be controlled. And just the moment when you're like, oh, wow, I'm feeling really good right now, then the feeling might disappear on you, right? So the idea that we've worked with people on is creating scenarios and situations in your day-to-day life that will invite positive emotion. So we've got a list of a few here. This is not the most comprehensive list, but it is something to start with. What we recommend, your call to action on this today, is to pick one of these 7 items that you have on the visual today and focus on that this day and see what you can do to start cultivating and inviting more positive emotion into your life. So principle number 1 here, concept number 1, is keeping our mind in the present moment. And the research around head running or mind wandering is really interesting. Generally speaking, if our mind is in a different time period, past or future, sure, sometimes nostalgia can have a positive vibe to it, but a lot of times it brings a feeling of longing or missing out. Being in the present moment and living in the now and the here and now is a situation that can invite more positive emotion, because the only thing we have any quote unquote control over is our present moment, right? So if we can be in the present moment, it can help at least set the stage for us to experience more positivity in the here and the now. The second one there is to focus on gratitude. There are very few things in the universe as powerful as gratitude. Genuine gratitude, stopping what we're doing and doing the research-backed idea of gratitude journaling, where you pick out 3 things each day or even just once a week that, hey, I'm grateful that I have, gainful employment. I'm grateful that I've got a family that loves me. Grateful that I have opportunities to learn and grow. Finding moments to identify 3 things that you're grateful for and really focusing in on those while you're living in the present moment, that can really help cultivate positive feelings. It's hard to be in a state of gratitude and also feel grumpy. So gratitude's a huge inroad to inviting positive emotion into our lives. The third one there is to do something service oriented for someone else. I've mentioned that before in one of our videos. Dr. Seligman was being interviewed by one of my favorite researchers out there and presenters, Dr. Laurie Santos. She asked him, hey, what's the number 1 thing you would recommend if someone's feeling down? What do they need to do? And he said, go find someone in need and do something nice for them. These random acts of kindness that we can do, it doesn't have to be huge, right? Be sending a text to a buddy that you haven't talked to for a while and letting them know that you're thinking about them. Calling them up would be even better. Meeting them for lunch would be even better, right? But doing some things where we can really put someone first and serve them really invites a lot of positive emotion. I cannot think of a time where I've had an opportunity to do something for someone that I didn't end up feeling great because of it. It's just how we're wired. You're going to feel good and better when you help others. So that's a good one. Fourth one is to inspire awe through taking in the arts or taking in nature or both. Awe is a really interesting emotion. Barbara Fredrickson's done some research on this one. Awe is a really cool emotion. It's something that you experience and you're standing on top of a mountain that you climbed and you're looking over the valley below. Whoa, that's an awe-inspiring feeling. If you're in an art museum and staring at some amazing piece of art and it's inspiring feelings in you, you can feel that sense of awe. So music and the arts, nature, those types of experiences can spark awe, which invites positive emotion into our lives. The fifth one here is to accomplish something towards your own unique purpose. And, hires, our coaches, like I've said before, we are trained and ready, and we help people on the regular, helping them discover, decide, divine, and realize their sense of purpose. If you're feeling down, sometimes just doing something, taking action towards your sense of purpose will spark that in you that will bring those positive emotions back and bring the feeling of accomplishment into play, which is a powerful feeling that invites positive emotion into your life. Number 6 is to surround yourself with people that you love. Don't isolate. If you're isolated, you need to reach out, right? We need to be around people. If we're only living and interfacing digitally with people, this is not really going to fill that bucket. It can help a bit, but getting face to face with people, going out, listening to some live music, getting some friends together, joining a meetup group if you're struggling with your social group, finding meetups. There are meetups that for just about everything under the sun. We've had clients get friends and social networks built through meetups on everything from bowling to skiing and mountain biking and all the different things that people do, movies, cinema, plays. There's meetups for all this stuff. But if you can get out there and find people that are interested in the things you're interested in and take the courage that it takes to get out there, you can start surrounding yourself with people that have similar interests and hobbies, and that can bring your joy up, right? And clearly that can work with, family members and such that we just want to be around, or dear friends. The 7th one there is to find humor in life. The word vicissitude is an interesting one. It's like an unwanted change or something, and that happens. Yesterday's video didn't get published or posted because there was some major errors in the video. Stuff happens, right? Murphy is a thing, Murphy's Law. And if we can be able to laugh at ourselves when mistakes happen or, things don't really turn out the way that we wanted them to, the typical Pinterest fail looks great on, when someone else does it, then you try it and it's like, oh, that didn't work. Better go back to the drawing board on whatever that chef experience we're trying. If we can find humor in those moments, then, that unlocks positive emotion and helps us loosen up in the shoulders and not be so tight and controlled in our lives, right? So there's 7 tips for you to work with. Give them a go. Let us know. Please, like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel if you can. That'd be great. We love the support, and definitely engage these videos. Leave us some comments. Let us know what you're thinking about. Especially try these things out and let us know how it works for you. So we'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for spending time with the greater you, and we will talk to you soon in the future. Bye-bye.